Hey everybody, this is Stephanie. Thanks for tuning in. So I am going to be sharing my October daily for 2023. I know we're in November and I know we're getting into December projects and the new year, but I need this to get done. I need this off my desk, so I'm going to be sharing that now. So things are going to be different. Here in the next couple of months, I'm going to be sharing how things are for me now. I used to have a craft room. As you can see, I do have a tour of my side of the craft room at our house, our old house. I am now compact to a shelf here in the RV. It is a sizable shelf. It goes all the way up the RV wall. So I am not complaining. I am very grateful for that. So I will be sharing that here in the next couple months as I get that organized. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay. I did use multiple collections with this album. I could not choose. Okay, let's jump into the first page. It is using the Simple Stories tags, and I just really loved the characters, and I kept it super simple for my reason why. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of see how I can get the full view in frame without jostling you. Here on the left, I did not place my journaling, but this is just kind of where I was at for the beginning of the season, and I really loved the grid style formation that I was placing as my layout, and this was the start of the month, the mug that I was using. I have a selfie here using the filters for pic frame. No, not pic frame, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Photo chat. Oh my goodness, I feel so old right now. I always get this app whenever the holidays come. Oh my goodness, I'm for Snapchat. I feel so old right now. Anyways, yeah, yes, I took some with my boys, but I also got some with myself. Really trying to implement myself here in my albums. So, yeah, I think I did pretty good. This is a calendar, and I just used the Simple Stories collection to jazz it up. I have this little foreshadow vellum page with a simple 4x6, the Cartabella collection that I used to, and it did tear. I have to fix that, but it is filled to the brim. As you can see, I should fit this into 2 albums, but I don't want to do that, you guys. Yeah, and I just made this little Polaroid style here to fill the back of that 4x6 with some pattern paper and stamping. This is just us scrubbing out some of the Halloween decor and getting the house ready. So lots of things are different, and just very appreciative of what we had. So I am already reminiscing this album. We went to go see the new Paw Patrol movie this year with a few friends. This is why I have it covered. And then I made a little layout right here since my son wanted to use his costume to the movies, that he wanted to be the ghost. This was actually a costume that I got the previous year, but due to unforeseeable circumstances, we did not get it in time. So although I was so bummed, I am happy that he was still excited a year later. I love the way this turned out. I love this collection. This is Echo Park, the Halloween Mash, I think it was called. And I just loved the colors that this collection had. Alright, I'm going to kind of have to speed through this, or we're going to spend way too long on this album. Here is all things pumpkin spice, and as you can see here, I got a couple items, used some stickers to embellish this full page photo, and then I had a little insert. I'm supposed to place a stamp right there, kind of like pumpkin spice everything or something. And then I also have a fail, since I went with the right directions for these pumpkin spice cookies, but they still burned on me, so that was unfortunate. And when I went to the store to get some more, they were sold out and did not restock. Here it is a bucket list. I actually had a different intention for this page to be a full page stamping. It did not happen, so it's okay. I'm just placing my bucket list. Alrighty, Spirit Halloween store, you guys. This is a double page layout. You can probably tell there's multiple cuts into this. I cannot figure out how to do a full double page photo print of this, so that way I could have opened up the center like we're walking in. That was my thought process anyways. It was a master file, but I did not want to reprint this page or this photo, so I just made lemonade and did a flap on this side using I use Simple Stories, like the vintage Halloween, for the stickers here, and then I went ahead and used the Monster Mash Echo Park. I really love the way this turned out. A bit on the busier side, a lot of dimension using these stickers, but I felt like it just worked out perfectly. Sorry, I bumped the camera here. Alright, moving on to another layout using the Monster Mash and the Simple Stories Boudifa Collection and our, is it Boudifa Collection or Fabulous? I'm so sorry, I always get them mixed up. I will place links down below if it's still available. I do have another video where I share the supplies that I'm using. But this is documenting the first Halloween, the first October birthday. Okay, it's not my child, so I have that covered. And I did a full page photo, well, not a full page, but a full photo. This is a random size, I don't know why, but it's of everybody at the party. And I love taking those photos since there are years where we don't all get together. Moving on to the next, this is an LA Studio based double page layout. They're two different stories, but I just wanted to use my stash. So here on the left side, I love documenting having this costume that I had got one year. I was the milk and my child right here was the cookie, and to this day, every single year we pull this out, someone has to play with it, someone has to use it, and I just love this with a passion. And I'm so sad to say I don't think this got brought out this previous year for 2024 with all the complications of my daughter. Here on the right side, my friend did a Five Nights at Freddy premiere at her house, so we watched the movie, got together. There was some drawing contest, and this is of my middle child, and he drew this and I just loved it, and I added it here. And this is just some repeat stamping using the LA Studio stamps. Alright, we're gonna go to the left side here. It's very simplistic, and it's just documenting my son being excited to take pictures in front of the Halloween tree that we have. So like I said, on the simplistic side, and I really love the way that turned out. Miscellaneous of inside decor, and I really loved the way I kind of did a little shelf here, like the mantle, to fill in some space. Alright, so sorry about that glare you're getting with the pocket pages. This is documenting all the treats that we did for the month, and I just love the sticker trick or treats on my feet because that's definitely what the boys enjoy saying, I'm sure. This is my real life ephemera. These were just traditional, like regular bug graham crackers, and I put them with like a s'mores, like melted chocolate and marshmallows, and I just felt like that made that like they're eating like creatures for Halloween. So this is definitely a tip I would recommend, using everyday items and turning them to fit the theme. And I just placed where I'm going to place my journaling here in the back. Another treat that we did that I loved, the boys, they really loved these little treats. It's like pudding, and then you put like Oreo crumbs, kind of do like a cemetery. And then there was these little edible ghosts, and they had their hands in a way like this, and the boys were just like, it looked like they're doing the Monster Mash, and they posed on their own, and I just really loved things like that. Here on the left side, I wanted to document how simple things within the season look a bit spookier. So I go to work at this time. I was going to work at like getting up at 4 in the morning to go to work at 5. It's very spooky and kind of dark and quiet, and I noticed that my son's shoes had a skeleton hand, which is the decor that I use for one of my trees, and on the mantle, and it just looks so spooky and eerie. All right, and sorry, I had a phone call, so now I'm going to be mobile here because it is so hard to place this on the mount. I need to get a better mount. Here on the bottom portion, it has, again, this is like leaving in the morning of, and it's dark outside, and it looks like a little coffin here from the chalk painting my son was doing, I guess, the previous night, a couple of days before, and you could just see little handprints. And any other time, that's normal, but during the spooky season, you're getting up in the wee hours of the day, and I just love the embellishments that help correlate to this can be pretty spooky. This looks spooky to me. Anyways, here on the right side, it is a picture of the eclipse we had that year, and it was really cool to see, and I just love this picture so much of seeing the tree here. And yeah, this is also the day that we were celebrating his birthday, all things Harry Potter. This was the invitation. Really love the way that turned out. He had to have these kisses, and they gave you, it was Harry Potter themed. I think I'm going to do some journaling here along, and this was a part of an embellishment or decor, actually. And yeah, so I am not 100% finished with this layout just because it was multiple pages. It was a lot going on, so I have to either embellish and journal right here and then call it done. But my husband made his cake, looked exactly like or similar to the movie. Really loved the way that turned out. All right, moving on to the next story that I want to share with you. This one is documenting showing my middle child the Final Destination movies. I think I scarred him for life, just like we got scarred. So if you know, you know. If you can see his face, I think that says everything. He's born in Halloween. He had not wanted to watch any Halloween films. I didn't push that either. I think due to my seeing scary movies at an early age. Like I remember, I think 7 or 8, watching The Exorcist. Like, I don't watch that film. You cannot pay me enough to watch The Exorcist, and I know it has to do with the fact that I was scared when I was younger watching it. So I don't push them to watch films. He is all for it now at 13, but back then it was such a big thing to get him started on the Final Destination films. Here on the right side, I have these spooky filters, you guys. We had so much fun doing this with one another. They love that. They already know. They look forward to that every year. Here on the left side, to finish off the pocket pages, sometimes I struggle on what I can do with the other side. So I'm so glad that I think this is going to become like a staple. I just had a couple of filler cards in there. Okay, here on the right side, this I believe I started like this one and forward. I did in recent time this year. I use Simple Stories like Halloween Vintage or October Vintage. I love this layout, you guys, so much. I love how fast it whipped up. I love that the embellishment I feel like fit the story that I'm trying to share. And yeah, I just really love the way this turned out. This is documenting the first Halloween film. So October 1st, I believe this was the film that we saw. I did not pick it. My boys picked it. It was, I think, so corny, hilarious. The perfect start to the season. As you can tell, it is not at the beginning of the book. My album, I don't go so much in chronological unless it's like a birthday and I really want to put the date. So these things, I just fill them where they go, and I'm happy with wherever it ends up. All right, this one is documenting our day at SeaWorld. I love taking the boys during the day to go trick-or-treating and just to also take a picture of what their haul was. Their candy haul. Sometimes it varies on what they have each year, and I like to look back and see and show them that. This is SeaWorld at night. He was obsessed with all things like killer clowns, since they were kind of like older films, come back around. I think that's what this was. And he was just so happy to see this killer clown costume here. That I got a real smile, you guys. Don't you just love when you get those real smiles? Here on the right, we did not do all of the Halloween houses at night. We just did the newest one since we go every year to SeaWorld. I have a pocket here. Let me pull out the item here really quick. It is this really big tag. I love this idea of having a really big tag to fit inside to share additional information. So at the SeaWorld, there were these mugs right here. I believe there was 4. There was also a cat. I just did not like the way the cat looked, and 3 is fine. And on the other side of that mug, it had words. So if I wanted to feel like kind of like classy, elegant, that will show. And then if I want to get my little cartoon whimsical side, I feel like that's like a win-win. I love these mugs. Love this Simple Stories card to be the pocket for it. And here in the back is just the map of the haunted houses and the new one that we went to. I will place that here back in after the video. Tree, I love taking a picture with my little black tree. It's just Tim Burton. It's Halloween, it's Christmas. I love it. It has my Christmas lights that, you guys, 2 years later they went out, and I'm so bummed because I'm having trouble finding them again. It's the soft, they're not LED. I don't know, just I think the 80s, 90s, maybe. I don't know. It's not the new LED, like harsh lighting. They're soft, and you guys, I miss those lights. I don't know what to describe them on, but anyways, this is my Nightmare Before Christmas double page layout. The paper pad that I'm using is from the Sweet Stamps. Oh my goodness, sorry, that's old. I just said my age right there. If you know that stamp set brand, comment down below. Sweet Stamp Shop. That was a planner stamp set. This is the collection paper from Sassy Club stamps. Sorry. It's been a minute, you guys. And I just did a little layout here of the new mugs that I got at the beginning of the month. It is one mug with Jack in the front, and then on the other side with Sally. Sorry. I am a Jack and Sally fan, but if I was being honest, you guys, and there was more product out there, I am truly Corpse Bride all the way, 100%. Yes, please. There's just not a lot of stuff, so this is my, second runner-up. A full page photo of my oldest being silly, and then I just placed a eek. I love having a full page photo of them when I get a chance. It's just really nice to place them in the album. Here, we didn't do haunted little villages, gingerbread houses. We did cookies, and they were pumpkins, and I love the turnout of what they did here. And it's like in a traveler notebook size. 4 a.m., 5 a.m. when I'm going in, I am looking like the dead. Okay, should have had my caffeine. And here in the back, I did repeat stamping with Sanaka Patient. I hope that I'm saying her brand right. I recently had found her, and I love this stamp set, you guys. I'm going to place out the link down below. Here in the right side is a pocket page full of the Bucky shirts and Bucky items that we got this year. And then I have a simple card, Home Sweet Haunted Home, and I loved that I took a picture of my husband taking the time. We had this puzzle on the table for the month, and I liked that each time they were just coming to it in little bits of time, and throughout the day trying to get it done. I don't know if we finished it, but I love that everybody would sit down at different times and try and complete a little bit. Talk about your family project, right? I don't know. I really love the way that turned out. It's so bittersweet. It's bittersweet to see how much has changed in the last couple years. Here on the right side is story time. This story stuck out to where it got its own little 6x8 layout because I lost my crooked teeth and was just like, you have a vampire tooth, bro. I don't even know how to come up with like legit. I was cool, okay? Even for a little bit, okay? I'm gonna just remember that. Alrighty, here on the left side, it is a pocket. Again, you guys, maybe I shouldn't have used so many of these awesome very foam heavy dimensional stickers from Simple Stories, but you guys, I could not resist, and I hadn't made a 12 by 12 layout for Halloween, so I was just itching to use my stash. This is a pocket regarding a prank that my older son, he got a voice changer and we wanted to have fun. Of course, we got permission from the parents of the kids that we were trying to scare. This is my friend's child, so I'm not going to show that. This is my older sister's kid, and you can't really see his face, so, but we were prank calling them with the voice changer, and they were just like spooked, looking around like, who is messing with me? Because we were sharing details like their clothing and, you know, what they're doing at that moment, and they were just kind of like spooked. Here we did a day date. My husband and I, we went to SeaWorld on our own, you guys. That was really nice. And I have to place a pocket or a insert of the artist's painting of ourselves where they doodle us, and they do it like very whimsical and very cartoonistic. Is that a word? That's probably not a word. It is a word today. And I loved it so much. I wanted to do the zombie version because it was Halloween, but I felt like I couldn't because I hadn't got an original drawing of us, so I had to do the original first. And then 2024 we get the cartoon version, zombified. All right, this is us decorating. This is us in our costumes. I have to do some journaling, and then this is Halloween, and I have some smaller photos of Halloween, and then in the back is just a picture of the boys sharing their candy haul, and they were excited. And this one got the most for obvious reasons, being the baby. We helped him, and I'm pretty sure he hooked him up too, so he didn't feel like he had a little bit. All right, you guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you got inspired in some way, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.